Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. From soaps to soulmates, how our real-life love story defied the odds. As social trends, popularity and fandoms prove, it's no secret that soaps are one of the leading forces of LGBTQ+ representation, with the shows carrying gay, bisexual, trans, and sexually fluid characters through some of the biggest storylines. It's important that they are able to be at the center of the most soapy plotlines rather than endless focus on sexuality, believes Coronation Street and previous Emmerdale chief Kate Brooks. In fact, with the current fan-favorite example of Carla Connor and Lisa Swain's developing love story, she argues that sexuality is the least interesting thing about them given the complexities and depths of their characters. It's about them as a couple navigating life, the producer tells me in an exclusive interview with Metro as part of our LGBTQI+ History Month coverage and deep dives. Seeing that kind of representation and seeing them as a family unit and the acceptance of their friends, albeit with a few raised eyebrows along the way, I think it's really important. Carla and Lisa's relationship is really strong and refreshing because they're both confident in their sexuality, and it's not what defines their relationship or their storyline. As a part of the LGBTQI+ community herself, Kate is married to Emmerdale actress Michelle Hardwick. It is as important to her as it is to the viewers and the genre as a whole. As a mother to two young children, Teddy and Betty, Kate wants TV to lead the way in ensuring that them having two mums raises no more reaction than heterosexual parents. As much as you like to think that everything's fine and they'll be great at school and everyone's going to be accepting, the majority of people are, but there's still a portion of society that don't quite tolerate or accept that it's the right way to raise children. So I think just seeing gay couples on the TV living life and being parents in whatever capacity is really key and really valuable. It normalizes it for the kids in school, and it doesn't become a big taboo subject. I want to get to the stage where there's a 12-year-old sitting watching TV and there's a gay kiss, and they're not shuddering at the thought. It needs to be part of life. For my kids and their future and their peer group, it becomes fine for two mums, two dads, one mum, one dad. Any kind of variation on that combination is all fine as long as you're loved and you're happy. It seems like this is part of the reason that Kate is behind Carla and Lisa, affectionately dubbed Swarla by fans. Sticking together through thick and thin, explaining that while they have to have downtime due to the actresses needing rest and the cast having over 60 characters, it's not beyond the imagination for them to be long-term, like many beloved straight couples before them. This will of course be a relief to hear for their fans, but Kate warns that it can't always be domesticated. That's when there is a risk of characters getting less screen time. She added that it's about trying to tell the stories well and trying to respect representation and how that should be played out on screen. We can always think something should play things out longer, but ultimately there are things sometimes out of our control such as schedules and actors needing a rest. As a soap, we are always trying to find new ways to keep viewers engaged. Kate, who got into the industry via a cheeky letter to a studio which led to a job as a runner, entered story offices at the height of John Paul and Craig McDean, and their popularity and impact on Hollyoaks fans. It was the first time I had experienced fandoms and it was amazing. People would send things in to the story offices, which never happened. Back then it was even through old-style post. They'd send letters begging for a sunset ending for them. Branding then future couplings such Emmerdale's Robert and Aaron as personal favorites. Kate is now in charge of the nation's top-rated soap, and representation is at the forefront of her mind. She is proud that the show carries a range of LGBTQI+ characters such as Todd, Carla, Lisa, Esha, Nina, and Scene to name some, and is of the firm belief that soap is the leading force in TV land for representation. Things have come a long way, but of course, there's always more to be done when it comes to attitudes and the way people react. There's still a long way to go. It's something Kate herself has experienced and, while previously shying away from her relationship being in the public eye, Michelle sharing the love in their family on social media is incredibly important, she reasons. I think that being two gay women in the industry who have good platforms to use, especially Michelle, it's important to show our life and our relationship behind the scenes, she explained thoughtfully. We're just a very normal family with the same ups and downs like everyone else. We would never try and hide that, because if people can look at our family unit and think we're doing normal things and we seem to be all right, then they can do it. With Michelle being a gay woman playing a gay character and I'm married to her, we are both quite comfortable talking about our sexuality. The more we can promote that message that we're okay, the better it is for our kids and the future generation, that they don't feel like they're part of another world and instead feel like they're part of a wider community. Kate, who is so passionate about representation that I barely had to ask anything to trigger her in-depth responses, added, "Michelle just posts really mundane things, so it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's just little steps I think we all need to take to try and make the community feel as accepted as possible. The downside to all of that when you are in the public eye is you do get some negative remarks and homophobic remarks. We're just trying to mitigate that by showing positivity, that you can just be in love and happy with a family and get through stuff together. It's not for everybody, but if you have a platform where you can show who you are, then maybe try and use it, because it might just allay people's fears or comfort people, or it might be a way for people to talk to their family and friends about it. It can only be a good thing. If you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share.